Hey guys, my name's Sam and welcome to Prep Medic. This week's video, we're reviewing two brand new packs from Vertx. So this is the Siege 25 liter pack and the Siege Sling. So I've been using Vertx products for years. Even before I had a YouTube channel, I bought one of the first generation Gamut backpacks and loved it. It held up really great, ended up giving it to a friend who's still using that today, and I think that's probably almost 10 years old now. I might be misquoting that number slightly. Now that I have a YouTube channel, I've been partnered with them again for years, probably 3 or 4 years, and they send me a lot of their products to test before they even release. As of filming this video, this pack has not been released. When you're watching it, it probably would have been released a couple days ago. So these are brand new options from them. Now, I am not obligated to say anything nice. There's no script here. I can tell you what I think about these packs. So we're going to kind of review these kits, but I'm also just going to show you some of the features because these packs are so specialized. They work really well for some people, and other people, it's just not what they're looking for. Luckily, they have a lot of different options on their site. If you're looking for a discount, it's not an affiliate link. Code PrepMed can get you a percentage off and help that purchasing just a little bit more. So this pack right here is the Siege 25 liter pack. And what's really unique about both of these offerings is these are some of the first packs by Vertx that really don't have concealment in mind. These are overt tactical packs. You know, they have the exposed MOLLE, they have the exposed Velcro. There's really no way to, you know, hide its style necessarily, which some people really like, some people don't. This is not my everyday pack. I'm not going to be taking this to and from work, but I've stocked this with all of the kind of ancillary things I need as a SWAT medic. So I was carrying around a humongous duffel, and I was actually able to squeeze all of that into this pack. So, you know, I've got my helmet, my armor, that kind of thing in my car, but then this gives me the ability to carry my gas mask, some extra medical supplies, some boo-boo stuff, and then the uniform. We're an on-call team, so you know, I kind of just go when we get a call, hop out of my private vehicle, and then I have to, you know, get dressed in what we have. So that's what this is carrying, and I, you know, set it up pretty quickly and it works well. All right, so getting into the pack itself. On the outside, this is very sturdy nylon. This is a robust pack, and really the only elastic right here is right on the helmet holder. Now this pocket is really cool. So right now I have it expanded and I have my gas mask sitting right in there. This is a horrible form factor to keep inside a pack because it takes up so much room, but it works really well in here. I put my tactical helmet in this as well, and I found that it works great. And if it's kind of a little bit tight, it stretches out because this is elastic. Now, if I don't want to use this pocket, I can take this right here and I can just cinch it down with these two straps, and it really just kind of goes away and leaves me with a much more traditional form factor of a backpack on the outside. You see, I threw an IFAK on here, not for any real reason, but you know, if you have a couple extra medical supplies, it doesn't hurt to add them on. I molled this to this laser webbing right here. Easy to do. There's enough space between the laser and the fabric on the back that I could weave it without any pliers, and it took me maybe 2 or 3 minutes to do this correctly. So this is the Eagle Eye FAK if anybody's looking. This is by North American Rescue. So behind that we have one of their pieces of technology that you see on almost all of their concealed packs. This is their CCW compartment. So I don't usually carry my firearm in this pack, but what's cool about it, and I did put it in here for the demonstration here, and I can get it out here really quick to show you. So right here, I've got my favorite piece of Tactigami. This is this little holster holder, and that Velcros right to the inside of the pack. So I can pull this out of my normal holster, throw it in here and store it. The other thing I have in there is I just have another piece of Tactigami that stores a second magazine. I didn't load this one up, but these Tactigami pieces are super cool. They don't come with this pack, so you gotta buy this Tactigami if you want these extra accessories. Keeps the price down a little bit. They redesigned this pull tab, so I can actually pull this zipper out and it just becomes this guy right here. So it's kind of nice if you don't have a use for this pocket, or you're just like throwing paperwork in there, you don't want this big dangly thing in there, you can just pull it off it's no issue whatsoever. So we've got a Velcro patch on the front, just says Vertx. There's not a whole lot of branding on this, which I really like. I don't like packs that have, you know, the brand absolutely everywhere. They finally got these water bottle holders right. You know, Vertx has been off and on, whether they work or don't. And these Nalgene bottles are kind of my go-to because they're so cheap. They hold so much water. I like just having an extra supply on hand because inevitably we'll be out there for a long time. It's nice to have some water there, and it fits great. It's super deep. There, if I have something that's even taller, or if I have like trekking poles or something, I can secure it with this strap, or if I need to cinch the pack down, I can do either. And then we have these anchoring points for carabiners, which is also kind of nice. Every buckle on this pack has kind of this interesting design. I don't know if it offers any kind of advantage. It feels premium, it looks nice. So until somebody proves it otherwise, I think these are pretty cool and they seem to work well. You have the exact same configuration on either side. So these humongous elastic pockets right here for water bottles or whatever have the same buckles, the same anchor points. Now the back of it, these straps are super robust. They're really thick and very padded, so probably won't work super great if you've got like a ton of body armor on. Like you can definitely carry this with body armor, but usually with dedicated tactical packs, you see a little bit thinner options there. I don't mind it because I'm not carrying this around, you know, into a combat area or anything like that. I'm just using this as kind of gear storage. And you know, if this is like, if you're using this as like an everyday carry backpack or just hauling your work stuff around, you like the overt look, then these are excellent as well. My favorite feature on these straps are these pockets. Now they look relatively small and they're kind of long, so you can carry a number of things, but I didn't realize how big these things actually were. So I'm able to take my phone, throw it in there, and that's an iPhone 16, and it zips up with room to spare. This would fit all kinds of other stuff as well. Inside, you do have some elastic organizers, which increase the capabilities, and then there is a pocket on top. You can get to everything inside. Now, this phone wouldn't come out there. I do need to take my phone out this way, but honestly, it's a super cool pocket, and I like people incorporating things into it. Now, under each of these is the breast strap. So you can see the breast strap here. I can just pull this off if I don't want it, or I can move it up and down to size it, and it buckles on the other side, which again, I can adjust to be in line with the other one. Both of these pockets are identical on both sides, and then we do have the ability to unclip the pack itself on the bottom, you know, if we want to stow the straps or, you know, what have you. We've got some anchor points up top, and then the back is very padded. So this is super comfortable, even with a heavy load. You've got the sweat channel here, and then two humongous foam pads on either side, and then a lumbar pad right on the bottom that if I had this a little bit more full, it would pop out. So really cool on the back. Now, let's start getting into the pack itself. I know some of the exteriors here take a lot of time. In this top pocket, it is felt padded. So in here, I just put extra headlamp, some cheap eye pro, and then some cheap ear pro. What's cool about this pocket is if you put your sunglasses in here, it's gonna hold them really, really safe. It's not gonna scratch things up too much, and it is a huge pocket. I can throw all of this in there with no issues and still have some room to spare. You've got a swath of Velcro up here if you wanna label it with more. So getting into the pack. Now, you can open it, you can stop it right there and just open the lid and pull things out of it. That's totally fine. But if you want to get deeper into the pack, you can just pull it all the way down. Now, there is something unique with these zippers that I think is kind of cool. You have the two zippers that you kind of keep centered at up top, and you can use that to kind of rip the pack down. But if you just want side access, there's actually 4 zippers, so 2 on either side, and you can just open up the side right here, reach into the bottom of the pack without opening the lid itself, which is pretty unique. I haven't seen that in a lot of other packs. As we open it up, you'll notice it's in the gray color that a lot of their modern packs are. So what's cool about this is it's just easier to see stuff inside the pack while you're getting at your equipment. You're not digging in a dark environment. In the lid, I would have liked to see more loop material up here. This is a heavy-duty nylon, so I think it's probably partially because of just wear and tear on the top. This is really sturdy, but it would be nice to throw some of their tactigami up here, just increase the real estate. We have these loop organizers right here. So what's cool about these is that you have the small loops right here to store smaller things, and you've got the bigger loops down below, and then they are loop lined if you have, you know, patches or something you want to throw up there. I just threw an Allen wrench in there, and you know, it's a quick collapsible tool pocket. Then you have this extra pocket where I just threw just every kind of battery imaginable, something that all my stuff takes and stuff I can give to teammates in case, you know, a light dies. I've definitely had that happen a couple times. I've got my, you know, uniform shirt and pants, so you guys don't really care about that a whole lot. Now in the lid of the pack here, we've got all of this Velcro. Now this is great for any of their tactigami accessories. You can add a couple rows of pockets. You can throw AR mags in here. If you do want to throw an AR in here, you know, my short-barreled rifle fits just fine with the folding stock. I can throw it in there. It's not what I'm using this pack for, but it works. You have 2 organizational pockets. So this will fit a 15-inch MacBook or with the case easily in the top pocket. Then if you have like a tablet or an extra screen or something down here, you could throw that in. But if you want to use it to hold something else, this is just like a boo-boo kit I put together, you know, Band-Aids, aspirin, that kind of thing, for a teammate that needs something but doesn't need necessarily emergency supplies. You have the kind of standard loop clip right at the top for a hydration system that will just sink into this bag, and then you can route it up the top, which is pretty cool. And on either side, you have these deep pockets. So I threw my radio in one of them on this side, and then this one's pretty deep here. You could throw whatever you want, splints, even like a small O2 bottle would probably fit just fine in there. I have just an extra box of some defensive ammo in this side zipper pocket, which is not repeated on this side. So lastly, and kind of one of the, you know, nods to the classic Vertx packs, is this does have like a secret compartment, or like a more stowed compartment way down at the base, and it's a pain to get to, but you don't have to get to it very often. And that's to allow you to throw in an armor insert. So for what I'm using this for, I don't really need armor in it. This isn't my everyday carry pack. I'm not using it as that. But if you are going to use it as an everyday carry pack, you want just one more line of armor, something to give you just a little bit of an advantage in a really hairy situation, you can pick these ones up. These are custom sized armor inserts for both this and the small pack. I think actually pretty much every single Vertx pack has a customized Vertx insert for them, so they fit absolutely perfectly. You don't even know they're there. They just take the place of the plastic liner on the inside, give it a little bit of rigidity, little bit of weight, but honestly, it's not noticeable. So this is, I believe this is 3A armor right here, and it's gonna work. This is an IJ certified, so this is gonna do exactly what it's supposed to do. And like I said, it does come in multiple sizes. So this one right here is for the Sling. You can see it's just a little bit smaller, but the exact same thought behind it. So the other pack, this Sling here, is very similar to this guy in form and function. It's just a little bit smaller. This one is 15 liters, and like I said, it's a Sling, so inherently it's not a backpack. It doesn't have 2. This is not how I carry my stuff, so I'm probably not going to use this a ton, but I know a lot of people that like the slings, especially because you can bring them to the front of your body really quickly and easily and dig into them and have access to all the internals. So for an everyday carry option, especially if you're carrying off body, this is a great option for you. One thing I kind of forgot to discuss on the other pack is these zippers are absolutely phenomenal. These things are super beefy, and there is a little locking point. You can tag them or you can lock them if you want to. So these are all pretty cool. The pack itself works very similar. It has these same stays, so you can open this up and throw a helmet on the inside really easily. It's got the same Velcro on either side. It has one water bottle holder on the side that's still pretty big, but it fits this a lot less cleanly because it's a much smaller form factor. The back padding is super great, and then you just have one of these long zipper pockets, obviously. As we come into the pack, it looks almost identical. You have the tablet pocket, you've got the laptop pocket. This fits pretty big devices. Don't quote me on the size. I actually haven't put my laptop in here. And then in the lid, you've got the same elastic loops, pockets, pen holders, and then this extra pocket at the bottom. And these both have like key stays in them as well. The one thing I forgot on this pack, it does have the exact same concealed carry pocket right in here. I will say with these, it's a little bit hard to get your holster and Tactigami set on the inside, but once it's in there, it's good to go. I would highly recommend throwing the stuff you're gonna put in this pocket in first before you load out the rest. It just makes your life a lot easier. Trust me on that. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you next week.